Hey y'all, it's me again, Joy. It is hot out here, and every time I got ready to look in these two boxes here today, I've got interrupted. I'm gonna try it again. It's probably about 3:30, 4 o'clock in the evening. Now, this hive never did make any honey because I left too many swarm cells in there, and they just kept swarming. They're good and strong, but they just never did make honey for me. And this one here was the little nuke, if you remember. I kept adding boxes. I actually pulled two mediums off of it, and I had an excluder here, and they filled this box up. And I pulled that excluder and left that with them. But anyway, that's been over a month ago, and I come out here 2 weeks ago-ish, something like that, and one morning, and bees were crawling out in the grass and dying. And what couldn't crawl off the porch, bees were actually grabbing them and taking them on off. Now I don't know what happened there. It's kind of discouraging, but they were all out here, all out toward this little pond and everything. But anyway, the next evening, this colony started doing the same thing. So I just kind of threw my hands up and I said, well, when they die out, I'd go ahead and put everything in the freezer and be done with it. Well, that's been at least 2 weeks. So we're going to peek in them, see what they look like, and go from there. Now, if the video ends up being short, I might go ahead and add the video on here where I robbed these two mediums off of there if y'all want to see it. And if it doesn't make this one, y'all want to see it, let me know, because it seems like people kind of got tired of watching honey supers being pulled, because that season's about gone. But anyway, let's check them out. Y'all ready? Let's get started. Actually, the morning that I was talking about this happening, I was actually going to come in here then and put some beetle traps in here. And with all that going on, I said I'm staying out of it right now. But if they're doing all right, I'll go ahead and put some in here now if I need them. Both colonies lost a lot of bees with that. Now most of this was honey. It's still got honey in it. I see a couple hive beetles walking around. I think there's a little something happening here. A little bit of nectar or something. It looked kind of wet. Alright, this one's emptied out. Looks like it's getting ready to put eggs in here. Maybe a frame I gave them, I don't know. I didn't go back and review. Alright, there's cat brood right there. Let's see. Cat brood, and look like some just emerged. Man, it is hot. All right, I'm seeing tiny larvae in this one. And that shade of that post is knocking it out of the camera view. Yeah, we got tiny larvae in this one. Same over here on this side. Nowhere close to the bees that were in this thing. So I don't know if somebody might have sprayed something and they got in it close by or what. I don't see nothing in here. There's a frame emerging. I've been saying I was going to quit keeping bees under this porch. It just makes it hard to even work them, much less try to video them. This one's heavy. See, that's the way most of this second box looked last time I was in it. It's covered pretty good with bees. I saw that tiny larvae, so I might just kind of go ahead and back out of this thing. That one's heavy, plenty of honey. They got a lot of food stores. I'm not even going to pull that box off and look in the bottom. I saw tiny, small enough larvae to think they're okay. Like I say, I didn't see as many hive beetles as I expected, but I got a beetle trap ready. I'm going to put at least one in it. Now, I've got these new beetle traps that I'm using. I bought these from RPB Works, and I'm using the diatomaceous earth in it. And you know, he actually made this to poke them little holes out. But another thing that works good too with this diatomaceous earth, you can tap it down and get it kind of level, but you can also kind of take that and just kind of smooth it down a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and put this one in here. I had to get it where I could see it, but you just slide that on there. Let's put it right here. That's RPB Works. And I tell you what, I like them. First time I saw them, Mike Berry using them, I told him, I said, I got to get some of them. They just set so flat down on that frame. All right. And this board has a shim, so they have room to work under there. Oh, and I do this almost every time, y'all. I have it with me sometimes, and sometimes I forget to bring it. With a little bit of this what is it called? Super Diff M or something like that. They don't like it when you throw it down on top of them like that. They get all excited. Okay, we'll peek in the other one right quick. That shadow is right there, y'all, so you may not even be able to see that. Look at the hive beetles They're all over here. I'll be right back. I just don't know if that's gonna work for y'all in this shade. With that bright sun right here, it's kind of throwing everything off. That is a broke frame right there. Plenty of hive beetles. They're everywhere. Plenty of honey. Both sides like that. This is gonna be all honey here. Alright, I gotta step outside in the sunshine and see what's in these cells. Those are empty. Alright, this cap brood here has got tiny larvae around this side. This is all laid up. You can't see it. Kind of older larvae in here, and it works out to tiny larvae on the edges. I've seen enough. I'm gonna look at one more. All right. I cannot see down in them cells unless I tilt it right. This is honey on this side. So they probably got basically the same thing on those bottom frames. All right, those open cells there mostly just emerged. All right, we're gonna close it up. I'm gonna put 2 of the beetle traps in here. That is terrible. But they had them all pushed, a bunch of them pushed to this outside. Look at the beetles. We're fixing to work on that. All right, that is messed up. I need to remember that's broken. I think I'm going to put this one right here. Clean this edge off a little bit. The top, I mean. And this one I'm going to put in the second run here. Just spread it out a little bit. Alright, we're good. I even bought some of the bottom traps from Robert Peoples. I may even bait one of them and just kind of slide it up in there. It looks like they got them all pushed up here, so we're going to just see what this does. All right. Well, it didn't take long to get burnt out on them two. Well, that's it for this one. Y'all saw what was going on here. This one over here, hardly any hive beetles in it, and this one was loaded down. And that's always been the case under this little porch. Not quite that bad, but always has been the case. And I think what happens, somebody said one time, well, they on that wooden porch, so you shouldn't have to worry about hive beetles. Think about what's under that porch. Good, soft, cool dirt for those hive beetles, to the larvae, to get down in there and pupate. But anyway, that's it for this one. If this video ends up being a little short, I'll throw in when I rob that honey. And if it isn't too short, I won't put it in there. And if y'all want to see it, let me know, and I'll go ahead and put it together. But it just seemed like everybody was getting tired of me pulling honey, so I just quit making those. Well, thanks for watching, and we'll see y'all on the next one.